Practically, we're working on this project, and it's a trailer for AI film that is coming. So there are some sound effects, some sound design I did on this project, and I'm just going to walk you guys through some part of it so you can understand the way it was created. Don't really need much. Just need some couple of things to make it possible. All what you need is just some couple of techniques and formats to make sure this is possible. So I'll just walk you guys through the whole process of creating that particular sound effect. Okay, what happened is these are rises, right? Some of these rises are from library. Some I just make them with made them with a normal instrument, Like for example, I just record this. Let's mute. No, something real quick. And what I do, I render in place. By the way, we're working right now on Cubase. You can do the same thing on FS Studio, Logic, Pro Tools. You can do it anywhere. Does not apply to one particular um, DAW. All right, now we have this violin right here now. It has a little bit of tail, but I want to make sure that tail is more longer than that. I just want that thing to. I just want the set this to effect. Here is to mix. You calculate this pre-delay according to your BPM normally. Let me set this to this full wet. I just want to have that lots of delay. No? Too much. A little bit less. No? I want that effect to follow the main project now. I'll render in place again. But this time I render in place with the settings. Okay? Compatible signal parts plus master effects. I just want everything. Okay. Now we have this by itself reverbed. Let me say I need a little bit of attack now because the attack is quite low attack now. I just want something that just gives it that now I want this to stand out. Okay. Normally I need to put it on grid, everything should be on synced on to the grid, but right now I'm just doing some illustration. I'm just doing something very fast without wasting more time to make sure it's on grid now. So, and I reverb, I render this in place, and I put it in that same. I want to have that same reverb dynamic range. I'll be like, okay, these things I'm doing is what can apply to any type of instrument that you want to use as a rise. You want to turn the instrument to rise: guitar, kick, snare, whatever thing you want to do. You just need only one note, then you turn it to rise. You can even give some variation to the note. Depends on what you want. I want this to reverb lesser because I just need a little bit of attack now. Okay. Nice. And I go to render in place with settings, with track settings, render in place, taking all the reverb, everything together. Then we have this. Okay. So right now, I want to make sure these two are together, right? Make them one single sound and use it. No? Export track, audio mix down, our riser. Create audio track. We're working on I'm working on 48 kilohertz. Okay. 48,000 kilohertz. I'm not working on 41,000 kilohertz because 41,000 kilohertz is not. I won't get that full quality of the thing I'm doing. So everything I'm doing right now, I'm working under 48 I'm working on 48 kilohertz. But right now I'm working on that, and I'm working on 32-bit float to 24 bits. Okay, when you talk about exportation and that, because I just resampled what we just created, and I'm going to turn that to a riser. Okay, but I need a very high quality resampling. I don't know why I put it there, but we can take it off that place and put it in there, because that place I created that place for just videos. So video and the audio from the video stays there. Right now we have this one single file around, right? We don't need this. What I do, I take this, I go to process, depends on what you're using. You find where there is reverse. We'll reverse this. I will turn it to this. You just made a rise with a string, okay? And this rise, I want to do more with this. Take this track right here, go to settings. I use Guitar Rig a lot because Guitar Rig is very useful when you talk about sound design. You add some character to it, you add some other thing, whatever you want to add, depends on what you want to achieve, right? But you need to know how to use all this. For a very fast illustration, I would just take any template. Just run it through any template and see. Okay. Like right now, change that template to something else and see what we get. You can do anything with this. You can just go crazy with it. You can do any sound design that you find in a library. You can create it yourself. Sometimes I use libraries and just arrange to make it sound mine originally. For for saving time, you know, for time reasons. But if I have a lot of time for the project I want to do, I prefer to create my own sound from scratch, from instrument, from what I have, and I make the perfect sound I want. You know, it's all about sound design. This is it. When you talk about sound design, you don't need you don't need magic to do it. You just need the technique and the format. Now you need to study this. You need to understand exactly what you're doing. You don't just wake up and land on it. You need to understand the factors. You need to understand what it takes and what you can do. And there are a lot of things you can do with this, and there's a lot of ways you can do this. Not just this way. There's another way you can do something like this or similar. You know, but the best way and the most easiest way to do this is this process right now that I just showed you guys. Peace.